Hi guys, today I wanted to do the second video in my series where I talk about reading books in foreign languages, and today I wanted to talk about a book in Afrikaans. It's this book that I want to talk about. I don't really know how to pronounce the title because I don't actually speak Afrikaans, but my native language Dutch is very close to Afrikaans, so it's not really that difficult to understand it. I just don't really know how to pronounce words. I wasn't really planning on learning Afrikaans or reading in Afrikaans, but I guess I just never really realized how similar the languages are. Like, I knew that they were similar, but I don't think I've actually ever read anything in Afrikaans somewhere, so I wasn't really aware of how similar they were. But I was in a second-hand store yesterday and I suddenly came across this picture book, and I picked it up and I just flipped through it and I realised it really wasn't that hard to read. So I was kind of curious if I would be able to understand everything, so I decided to pick it up. And it was definitely really easy to read. I could follow the entire story. It wouldn't really have been necessary for me to look up some words. There were just some words that I wasn't entirely sure of, so I just looked them up, but still without those words I would definitely have been able to understand the story. So I can only pronounce the title for this book in a very Dutch way. Eenmaal, lank gelede, which means once upon a time. It's by Nikki Daly, and I think she is also an author from South Africa, but the book has been translated from English into Afrikaans. This is a lovely story. It's about a girl who is afraid to read out loud in class because all the other kids are kind of making fun of her because she doesn't read very fast, and because she's so scared to read out loud it just gets worse, obviously. Then there's this older lady who gives her an old Cinderella book, and they start reading the book together, and she kind of slowly gains confidence to read out loud by reading with this woman. It's just a really sweet story. The illustrations in this book are really nice. They're all in watercolors. I guess I should have realised how easy it would be to read something like this, but I guess I just didn't. After finishing this, I went online to look up some YouTube videos of people speaking Afrikaans, but it's definitely a lot easier for me to read and really understand it when people speak it. I can pick up some words, I think I can understand like 70% of what people are saying, but I still miss out on some things. But when I read this I could fully understand it. There were some words that I didn't immediately understand what they were because they were slightly different from the Dutch word, but after looking at them a few more times I kind of saw what it was supposed to be. Like the words in Afrikaans, which I cannot pronounce properly, but teen or teen, I'm not sure. But I wasn't sure what this word meant until I realised that it could be the Dutch word tegen, which means against, but just with the G consonant removed. And there were a few more words like that, so once I realised that, it became even more easy to read this story. Of course, this is just a kid's book, so like a real novel might be more difficult to read, but at least now I've realised that it's not that difficult to read in Afrikaans. Maybe at some point I'll pick up another book in Afrikaans. I'm kind of curious to hear if you have read anything in Afrikaans ever. Please let me know if you have, and also if you have any recommendations of books originally written in Afrikaans. That would be really cool as well. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!